Baltimore, the charmed city. A city of neighborhoods with 66 National Register Historic Districts and 33 local historic districts. I've lived a bit south of Baltimore for almost 20 years, but rarely ventured into the city except for specific events. But that's all about to change. Nearly one-third of the city's buildings are designated as historic in the National Register, more than any other U.S. city. Founded in 1729, there's so much history and culture in the Mid-Atlantic's second largest port city that to ignore this and not experience it and share those adventures would be a great opportunity lost. Follow along as we explore the historical and cultural gems of the city and get to know those neighborhoods that have bonded together to make this city what it is. A colorful mix of beauty, quirkiness, and blue-collar personality that makes it unique among U.S. cities. Come see where we're going today. Hello there. Today we're going to have a special adventure in Baltimore. We're not going to any specific site, but we are going to an event. There is a modern art museum, the American Visionary Arts Museum, that is off Key Highway right here. Next to Federal Hill in South Baltimore. You may recognize the peninsula from our previous excursions. But this place hosts an event every year which proves to be quite fabulous. And that's what we're going to be doing today. Let me read you a little bit about who the American Visionary Arts Museum is really quickly before I discuss what it is we're going to be doing. I'm just going to read this because it's a mouthful and I want to make sure I get it all right. But this museum specializes in the preservation and display of outsider art, also known as intuitive art or raw art. The city agreed to give the museum a piece of land on the south shore of the Inner Harbor, where it is now, under the condition that its organizers would clean up residential pollution from a copper paint factory and a whiskey warehouse that formerly occupied the site. It's been there since, and it has been designated by Congress as America's National Museum for Self-Taught Art. It's pretty fabulous. Here's a few shots of the outside of it. They work in modern materials, mirrors, and a lot of it is just art from like it said, self-taught, people who just make art. And let me tell you, some of the stuff in there is really fabulous. But enough about the museum itself. While it is amazing, we're talking about the Kinetic art race that they have every year. Now, kinetic art means it's art in motion. So entrants to this race, here's a few examples while I'm talking, create a work of art that is mobile, that is man-powered, that can stand up to the rigors of not only a long trek, but it has to go through a water course, a sand course, a mud course, and an obstacle course. Real quickly on the map, we'll just really quickly trace the path they're going to take. Now, the museum is here on Key Highway next to Federal Hill, which is in South Baltimore, and we're familiar with this from our previous excursions. The race will go up the hill here and come down Riverside Avenue down to Fort Avenue, and we'll proceed down Fort Avenue. Now we're going to set up about right here because we want to get the contestants pretty early in the race when they're still fresh and full of energy, plus before they've done any of the obstacle stuff which could tear their pieces of art up a little bit. So we want to catch them early before they do any of this. So we're going to set up here, take some video, and then we're going to eat at Baba's Mediterranean Kitchen, which is also here. So we're going to have some Mediterranean food. We'll review that. Okay, then they turn up Lawrence Street onto Key Highway, and they take Key Highway all the way up here to Light Street, go around the Inner Harbor onto Pratt Street, and then up along Alisana to Boston until they get to the Canton Waterfront Park. this is where they actually go in the water and have to run a water course. So this is the one I'm worried about. You know, I wanted to catch it before they went here and started getting waterlogged. After they're done here, they come back and they go up Kenwood, up into Patterson Park. And this is where they have the obstacle courses, the sand course, the mud course, and all that is going to be in Patterson Park. And when they get done with Patterson Park, they exit on Lombard, come to Central, then down to Eastern, back around the Inner Harbor, where they finish up back at the museum. It's quite a long race. It proves to have a lot of excitement around it. But as I said, we're going to catch it early, and we'll share what we capture with you here in just a bit. So another way of looking at this map race is looking at their layout of the race here. So again, they're starting here at the Visual Arts Museum, through Federal Hill, around, touching on Locust Point, around the Inner Harbor, through, I think this is Harbor East, yep, Harbor East, down to Canton Park, Eastern Avenue, sand, mud, then the pagoda. So again, just like what I told you, finishing up at 7 p.m. The race starts at 8 a.m. So it's like an 11-hour race. That's crazy. We're going to get ours done early in the morning, have lunch, and come home. So we'll have our entertainment early, and then we'll have the rest of the day to do whatever we want. But this is a annual event that is truly just nothing but good fun. This is the 21st year they've been doing it. So we're looking forward to a good time tomorrow, and come along and share what we see here, and maybe you'll be inclined to come on this next year. Alright, that was super fun. Can you see me? How's the light? I can't tell. Anyway, that was super fun. And we're going to go to Baba's Mediterranean Kitchen now and get some Mediterranean food. What's a barking at you about anything?
Unless it's 11:30, they're not open until then.
How much fun did you have?
Tons.
Was it cool?
It was very cool. I'm very glad that we finally went to this. Oh, what's happening?
Nothing's happening. Okay, we're going to go to Baba's Mediterranean Kitchen now.
Hey, breaks early. Breaks early. Make sure you're friends, guys.
Got some slow runners. Here's Baba's Mediterranean Kitchen right here on the corner of, where are we? Oh, this is Fort Avenue and Boyle. Fort and Boyle. Corner of Fort and Boyle. I'm gonna go grab a little bite here now. A little bite. We did not go to Bar Licorice, even though it was an option.
Yes, you are actually. It's about like a medium-sized filling served over rice, or you can have it over quinoa. There's the lemon pepper sauce. It smells delicious. Actually, you should try it. It's still good. Usually, when people get it, their eyes get big in excitement, and also the cheese is big serving. So, oh wow, yeah. Okay.
Oh, that was delicious. So good.
What did you get?
I got shrimp ouzo, as in that super intense Greek liqueur. And then it also has some orzo in it.
What else did you get?
Oh, olives and feta. I'm super excited, and I'm going to have to drink a ton of water because it'll be so salty.
I got the rosemary beef platter, and we got Lebanese biscuits, which I'm super excited about trying.
Like a Lebanese pie?
It's like a Lebanese meat pie. Yeah, Lebanese meat pie, but they're like biscuits with. So super excited.
Oh, super yummy.
I also, to drink, I got black currant tea, which I am waiting on still. Iced tea. Black currant iced tea. Alright, so I got the rosemary beef, some hummus and pita bread.
So that is Mediterranean salad butter is
The Lebanese meat pies with tzatziki sauce and olive oil. Tzatziki. I don't know about you.
So yummy. We have to be careful though because it is going to be super thirsty.
Oh, how interesting.
What?
These are like cinnamon.
Ooh.
Like cinnamon biscuits.
Wow.
Fascinating. So how was yours?
It was delicious. I had so much deliciousness that I have a huge plate for leftovers. And we're going to get some pita chips. And I think we're going to get some quinoa tabbouleh to go as well.
I enjoyed mine. I ate every bit of it. I'm not taking anything home. But what was cool was the owner came in and sat down with us, and we just had a nice chat about the history of his family.
Super sweet,
And
personable, just great guy.
we talked about all of his food and the different ways that it came about that he happened to make those and all. It was very nice, and we appreciated
And
the time he spent with us. So,
oh, sorry.
no, you go ahead. Please go ahead.
I wanted to make sure we didn't forget to say it's BYOD.
Go ahead.
It's BYOD. So be sure to bring your wine or whiskey or beer or what have you.
Okay. On that note, we're going to wrap this particular video up. Thank you very much for coming and sharing time with us. And we're looking forward to our next episode. We don't know where it is yet, but we'll see you there. Bye.